Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to look at file blocking and data filtering profiles on Palo Alto. So file blocking profile is used in order to control the transfer of files from, one zone to other zone on the Palo Alto firewall. Basically, if my LAN users are trying to download any exe file or any other files which I do not like, I can block it, or they are trying to upload any file, I can block it on the Palo Alto. And data filtering is used for the DLP purpose, basically data loss prevention. Suppose there is a finance user who has access to some, credit card numbers, and he's trying to upload something to Gmail or maybe any other place, and you don't want it to happen, then we will utilize the data filtering. So let's look at both on the Palo Alto firewall, and we are going to do a lab demo of it because that we can do without even a license. So in order to configure the file blocking profile, let me first zoom in so everyone can see. One second, zoom in and then again zoom in. Perfect. Now let's take it to the object. Go into the objects. Under the objects, under the security profiles, you have file blocking. Go to file blocking. Let's create a file blocking profile. Okay, I want to block the exe file. Suppose I'll say exe blocked. So I created a profile. Give it a description if you want. I'll say name exe. I can say exe block. Applications, for all the applications, this exe is blocked. File types. Uh, these are all the file types supported. I'll say exe. Yep. And there you go, file types exe, direction, upload, download, or both. I want to block the download of the exe files. And what action you take? You just alert, generate a log, or you block, or you give or user an option to continue. I want to block it. So that's how you do it here. You can create for, other rules as well based on your requirements, but we are just gonna look it for the exe. Hit OK. Yes, now it has created our file blocking profile. Now let's look at the data filtering as well, okay, which is the DLP feature. Really. In the data filtering, first thing you have to do is create some data patterns under the custom objects. Okay, so that those patterns will be matched by the profile. So let's go to the data patterns first. So I want to match social security number and the credit card numbers, from going from LAN to WAN. So I'll say CCN, SSN, I can say protection, and then pattern type. Do I want to look in the file properties or is it a regular expression? I'll say it's a predefined pattern. So Palo Alto has some predefined patterns. I'm going to use them for the CCN and SSN. I'll click predefined patterns, click on add, and I want to go for the credit card numbers, and another one I'll add for the social security numbers. What file type should be, scanned for these numbers? So I'm going to set any file type for the social security numbers as well. I'll hit OK. And now it has created my data pattern that classifies credit card numbers as well as social security numbers as a predefined pattern. You can use regular expressions at the other option as well, which we saw. Now we need to go under the security profiles, data filtering, click on add and say DLP. Just the name is a DLP. Data capture. This option captures the data that really triggered this DLP profile. Okay. In order for this option to work, you should have a password set. I'll let you know where that is set. Let me enable this option. And yep, click here. What is the pattern? You know the pattern we created, CCN, SSN. For all applications, I'll say any file types. Yep, check it on all file types. Direction, I would say, yeah, block it, upload. Yeah. Alert threshold, when to generate a log for it. I'll say alert, I'll keep it at 0, not a problem. I don't want alerts really. I want to block it. So if there is even one occurrence found of SSN or CCN, one credit card number or other one social security number, you block it. And then what is the log severity? Mark it as a critical log severity. Okay, I'll hit OK here. And we talked about the data capture. In order for the data capture to work, you go to device. Yep, I have clicked on it, your device, and then you go under the setup and the content ID tab. It's just loading. Just give it a bit. Yeah, so it has loaded. Under the manage data content ID features, manage data protection, you need to set a password. I already have a password set. So until or unless you set this password, that data capture is not going to work. So my password is set. Now let's call this profile in the policies. Go to policies, and under the security policy, I have a policy where I'm going to apply these profiles for you to show a demo of them. Yeah, so internet access for LAN devices. This is my basic general internet access rule for the LAN devices. And yeah, I'll say actions and the profiles. In the previous video, we saw for antivirus and anti-spyware. This video, we are going to apply our profile for file blocking, exe blocked, and for data filtering, CCN, and that one is matched under this profile. Okay, I'll hit OK. I would also like to tell you that the file blocking and the data filtering logs come under the I'll show you under the monitor. There is a date option for the data logs. Let me just start this commit. Okay, so the commit has now started. I'll show you. For these logs for data filtering and file blocking come under this monitor data filtering logs. We'll see the logs as soon as you know we trigger those files. So right now, let's see the status of my commit. I believe it's in progress still. Yeah, it's in progress. I'll pause the video for the commit to complete, and once my commit is complete, I'll resume it. As you can see, my commit is now complete. Let's close it and let's go to our client, which is this Linux machine. Yep, for the DLP profile test, I'll go to dlptest.com, and just to let you guys know, I'm already doing the SSL inspection. So, even if the traffic is encrypted, my firewall can open the packet and look for the patterns into them. So I have already downloaded a file that has some CCNs, and I will do HTTP post, basically unencrypted way of sending a file mm, to the DLP test. Yeah, I'll upload the file to see if my firewall blocks me or not. Okay, I've clicked on upload a file. Yep. So this is my sample data.csv. I'll click open, and now the file should start uploading. You see, I got some error. And if I look at the bottom of this error, there will be something. Let me show you. Yep, you can see, please contact your administrator has been blocked in accordance with the company policy. Now let's look at the log for this DLP in the data filtering section. Mm. Yep, you can see there is a log. The file name was this, CCN SSN protection was there, WAN zone to LAN zone, and the Palo Alto did the server reset for this connection. And yep, this is the button you have to click to see what data triggered this. So click on the button. It should ask you, yep, you can see this is the data that really triggered the CCN numbers. See? So that's how that's a demo of how DLP works. Now let's look at the file blocking as well. Now I'll try to download the Wireshark. Wireshark, Wireshark download. Let's try to download it for Windows 64 installer, and I shouldn't be able to download it. Even if the connection is encrypted, yeah, secure connection failed, error occurred, the page cannot be shown because of the, yep, that's fine. Now let's have a look what's on the Palo Alto firewall. Yep, you can see there is the log. Any Wireshark 443.exe Windows executable LAN zone to WAN zone. Here, yep, web browsing action was denied. And in order to see more in the logs, I can click on this option here, the magnifying glass. Yeah, here is the log. So you can see there is one is a normal traffic log, which is this really, and another one is the data filtering log, which is this one. Type is file. You can see file name is here, and similar thing will be there for the DLP option as well. So yep, see data. data log, and as well as the traffic log. So these are the ways you can use, to create a file to achieve the file blocking as well as the DLP and the Palo Alto firewall. You can create patterns under the custom objects, data patterns, and then those patterns are called in under the data filtering profiles you create in here. And for the file blocking, you create a profile, and then within that profile you create rules for the separate type, your specific type of files as per your need. So that's how this is done, the DLP and the file blocking on the Palo Alto firewall. And thank you for your time. Have a good day.